Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And, Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, grand versus...
There he goes. Oh, the quick spin move. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Got it behind the line. It's Richmond. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The sure hands, it's Richmond. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Searching forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Ross. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Richmond. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on second down for this offense. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. It's a running room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to keep it in the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Got room to work. Got the first down himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Power football with the run. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
Unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Big guy smells it. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. The last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
On to attempt to try. And And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick maker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback moving. He'll turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the gun, the running back has it. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Richmond. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's in open space downfield. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's in there for a touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much going on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. The short hands. It's Richmond. What a cut. Now he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Got his man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!" Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Richmond. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Richmond. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
2nd down.
The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
They Look, a big play by this running back. Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Working that left side now. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The shoot, quick toss to the right. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Moore. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw again. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man open. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go, or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in, it's Moore. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He splits the uprights. And now they take the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there. And his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And as we wind down here in the 1st half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the 2nd half attack as they trail going to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go back to work on offense. Going right to work up top. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. Oh, what a move to get room. Turning on the Jets. The 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Moore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air on second down. Fakes to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Handoff from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. And the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Morris.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Richmond. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Holds it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Look out, he's got room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now this offense will take the field again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets...
Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, that's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll give it to the back.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gonna look downfield again. On target to the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Give to the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter.
There he goes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Past the 45.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. The give from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Quick release by the QB. Into the end zone for a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Just feeds the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Right on the money. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll move the tight end. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And some room to work. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. The give and tick, 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 tick. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Finding open areas. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He got it. And it'll be a touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. With the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Richmond. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waiting moments.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.